Here it is, just another brand new second date podcast.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, just that.
What you came for.
Exactly. You found it. It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning. And today, I guess it's all about like maybe stipulations, I'd say, agreements before you even go out on a date. Like,
Always hot. Always good signs. Yeah.
I don't know if I would have said yes to this, but he was game. So
yeah, he was.
You're going to hear in just a second. But first, commenters, what do we got, Alexis?
Yeah, Kel said, I literally will disrupt my coworkers to let them know what happens on each episode. They know the podcast by association only.
They're hearing it secondhand.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
She's kind of like the Cliff Notes of our show.
Yeah.
Basically.
I appreciate that about her. I really do.
I bet that makes their workday better.
Yes,
You know?
exactly. Hey, thanks for being here. Share with all your friends and family, of course, and please subscribe. And here's your brand new podcast.
Second date update.
If anyone's been out on a date recently, you know how expensive it can be. Not just for the food and drinks, but the blindfolds and the rubber bands.
I thought you were going to say parking.
Yeah, you do need a place to park before you set up all the rubber bands.
I see.
And I cannot find one strong enough to hold my wrists down anymore.
Wow.
I don't
Jeff,
know why
that
you would
is.
It's
need
the
that.
tariffs. God, the tariffs on maximum
doesn't
strength
make
rubber
sense.
bands from Indonesia, they are through the roof right now.
You should try the rubber bands they put on asparagus. Those are the fat boys.
Still not strong enough.
Oh.
Isn't
No.
it like 200% more expensive, not stronger, Jeff?
Yeah.
But that was the only place that make them stronger. And they cost so much money. I'm happy that our listener Leo figured out how to save a buck or two on his date recently. And I'm very curious how he did it. So Leo, welcome to the show.
It was like, what is
Leo?
happening?
Yeah.
We get
Hello?
it if you did.
Leo, are the rubber band tariffs hitting you hard too?
Or did you rubber band yourself?
Oh.
No, I'm still here. I'm doing all right.
Okay.
That's good, Leo.
Where you get your extra strength rubber bands from?
I don't typically need to get a lot of them.
Oh, okay.
Most people just save them from random mail.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of smart.
Yeah, I got a drawer that I got too many of them actually.
Same, bro.
Oh,
Same.
Well, share the wealth at some point. But hey,
Share the wealth.
I know you went on a date with somebody recently. What's her name?
Her name's Marissa.
Okay. Where'd you meet her?
We matched on Bumble, and we connected over a love of dogs.
Oh.
You know, we each have 2 dogs, and it's just we can't get enough of them. I mean, if we lived in bigger places, then we'd probably have more than just 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like 101 Dalmatians, that movie is like, ooh, goals.
Yeah.
Okay. But you said in your email you were able to save some money on your date. How did you do that?
Oh, yeah. So when we matched at first, she was very clear that she wanted to be friends. She didn't want to jump into anything like relationship. Here we go. She was
Really?
Yeah. So I suggested after we matched just grabbing a coffee, but she countered with, how about we go to a flea market?
Oh, okay. That's how
where
you
fleas
saved
come from. Oh, I thought we were saying the same thing.
I was
Jeff.
going to say that's how you saved money on your date with the flea market discounts.
Yeah, I was willing to spend it. It was her idea.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
That's
good.
awesome.
I think it's impressive that you are good with being friends first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
I
Like-
wouldn't do that, but that's great that you're
Yeah.
mature.
Yeah.
I'm sort of the kind of guy that doesn't really want to jump into anything too fast myself. So
Okay.
I do have friends that are women. So, like, if we decide that it doesn't work out, it's like, okay, well, if we're at that friendship level first, then we can stay that way. And then, it's a positive.
That's
No,
great.
totally.
I
It's
love
nice
that.
when you're
It's-
like naturally friends
Totally.
first. But what Brooke was saying too, to be like, I'm setting the tone, friend zone right away. It's good that you worked with that.
Yeah, it's refreshing, I guess, is the
Yeah.
thing.
So take us to the flea market, though. How did that go?
It went okay, which is, or better than okay, which is kind of weird to me why I haven't heard from her since then.
Yeah.
But before I get into that, yeah, we met up there, and she looked like her pictures, thank God. She was really, really cute.
you wouldn't want a friend that looks like somebody else.
Right,
The
yeah.
friend thing does make it different now,
Yeah.
Brooke.
Yeah.
That's right. You can't really judge that much.
Okay.
So she was excited to be there, too, and bargain hunt and all that. And we walked around that flea market for a good hour and a half.
Okay.
Almost been a lot to
Oh.
see.
Yeah, what did you get into? Like a crate of old used VHS tapes or
Rubber bands, Jeff's favorite.
yeah.
Yeah, no rubber bands, but we did see VHSs. There was a station that had a lot of those.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
Shocking, they're not selling so quickly.
Wonder why.
No one probably has the machines to play them.
Okay. So how was your connection with Marissa?
It was good. And I know that sometimes for these things you guys ask what we talked about. We actually talked about taxidermy.
Well,
Whoa,
What
random.
friends don't?
I don't know.
So-
You're at a flea
Yeah.
market. You're bound to find a couple
yeah,
of like
true.
stuffed
Yeah.
squirrels or, you know.
Yeah, we saw a booth for that, actually, for taxidermy. And in fact, there was actually a fox there with a monocle on.
Oh.
So Marissa thought that it looks like elegance, and I thought it looked straight up haunted. I was like, I would never let that into my home.
Haunted by the stuffed fox. Well, that sounds like a funny point of conversation.
Fun moment.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Did you guys buy anything, take anything home?
Yeah, we each got one thing. I got a Fleetwood Mac record, and she got one of those novelty aprons where it looks like there's a shirtless firefighter on the front.
Oh,
Oh, I like her.
Silly.
this is all the cool stuff.
Yeah.
So
That's
is that
pretty funny.
is that it?
Well, yeah, that's it. We each got the one thing, and then I walked her back to her place. And on the way back, it was starting to get kind of chilly, so I gave her my jacket.
Nice.
And when we got to her place, I was like, "Oh yeah, you can just hang on to it," because I was so confident that we would meet up again because that's how well the first date went.
Totally.
And now she's not answering any of my texts or calls, and it's like, hey, as much as I would like to see Marissa, I would also like my jacket back.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, if you think
Okay.
about
Expensive.
it, this cheap date actually costs you a lot of money if you lose that jacket.
Yeah.
Taxidermy is not cheap, Jeff.
I could
even thought
imagine.
about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that didn't happen, thank God.
Yeah.
Okay.
That fox is only haunting his dreams, not his house.
Yeah.
Right. How long has it been since the flea market date?
It's been about 2 weeks.
Oh.
Oh, that's a long
Man,
time.
you've gone without a jacket for 2 weeks? That's
I'm sure it's not his only jacket.
I don't know. It could be.
Probably his favorite if he wore it.
I know. And the one he feels like he looks good in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is my favorite jacket. I've got like one or two others, but they're not my favorite, you know?
Yeah.
Totally.
Oh,
Dude,
man.
this is dire, Jeffrey.
I know. This is Code Red. We're going to reach out and call Marissa, try and get you, one, your jacket back, and then two, possibly another meetup with her when we do your second date update coming up right after this.
Second date update.
Friends ghost each other, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Politely.
yeah, eventually you get back together.
Yeah, like Alexis, if a friend wore the same outfit as you, they're getting blackballed for like 3 months, right?
I mean, I'm usually the one that copies my friend's outfits.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
They probably
But you-
shouldn't talk to you.
You still call dibs on it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
I
just,
look cuter in it.
it just seems like if you agree to go out as friends first, then there'd be less pressure on the like hangout and you wouldn't get ditched.
Right.
Yeah, if you're just focused on being friends, you're just
Or-
focused on having a good day.
Exactly.
Maybe she's a terrible friend.
That
Have we
could
ever
be.
considered that?
It is weird because our listener Leo has not heard from Marissa for the last 2 weeks after they hung out. And the worst case scenario I'm thinking of is if Leo goes back to that flea market and his jacket is up for sale.
Wait, worn by the fox with a monocle.
Oh, even worse.
Yes.
That would be so full
not be good.
circle.
Leo, have you checked the flea market or possibly eBay for your jacket?
To be fair, no, I have not.
Okay.
The great jacket caper. That's what she does. She lures men in to steal their jackets and then resell them on secondhand stores.
See, anything is possible, especially
man.
since he's the one that recommended the flea market in the first place.
Oh.
But you never thought about that, Leo.
No, I didn't think about that.
And he
I don't
probably,
think anybody would
he
have
probably
ever.
won't put a lot more thought into it. Yeah. That's probably not the
This is
case.
why you come to the show.
We're creative.
I mean,
Creative investigators.
here's the thing. Like, do we bring up the jacket?
Maybe after, you know,
up
because
to
it's
Leo,
assumed
really.
she'll bring it if she says yes to a date.
Is it more important that you get the jacket back or that you have another hangout and stay friends with Marissa?
I got to be honest, it's more important to me that I get the jacket back because I really like that jacket.
Yeah.
Okay, and you've only met this girl one time.
And she just
so.
wants to be friends with
Yeah.
you. So honestly,
Yeah,
I mean,
seriously.
it's not
It's
bad.
going to really hurt her feelings when I tell her that. But you know what?
Don't say that, Jeff.
No.
Well, that's what he wants. Okay, you know what? I'll hold off.
I mean, she might want the jacket more than him, too. We don't know.
That's possible. Let's
Maybe a
find
nice
out. I'm going to
jacket.
dial her number right now. Let's see if she picks up. But here we go.
Hello?
Hey, is this Marissa?
Yes, this is Marissa. Who's this?
Hey, this is probably the weirdest phone call you're going to get all day. Unless you've like already talked to your ex or something. But you're on the radio right now with a show called Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Wait, Wait, this is the radio?
Yeah, it still
And a
exists.
podcast, but yes.
Yes. We're a show. We try to help out our listeners who've hung out with somebody recently, and they're not getting a call back to hang out a second time.
That's weird.
It's actually not weird. It's our bread and butter. We do these every day. A lot of people don't get calls
That's a
back.
good point. But it's weird for you. We understand
Yes.
why that would be strange.
Totally.
A strange call to
Yeah, I've
take.
never heard this, so it's just.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Okay. So we're trying to help out our listener that you hung out with recently named Leo.
Oh.
Yeah. Leo.
You remember Leo?
Yeah, I do. Sorry, I'm like catching up right now. Okay, so he called you.
Yes.
Yeah, we spoke to him before, and he told us about your hangout at the flea market.
Okay, so he probably wants his jacket, I assume, so
Oh.
I can just like leave it outside my place.
Aw, that's all you're
that
focused
feels-
on is the jacket? You're not focused on him at all?
I'm just not really into him.
Okay, but I thought that you
Okay.
just wanted to be friends. That's what you said. Like, you're not into him even as a friend?
Yeah, I think when people start dating, the idea should be that you start as friends, and then if it progresses from there, great. But I just don't really see any hope for that in this situation.
My goodness.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
After one,
Well, it's fair. Like, you're allowed to feel that way.
I
but-
don't know. I just feel like if you're going to start it as friends, you've got to be more open. You've got to give it a little bit more time because sometimes friendship in general just takes time. Like,
Unless it's so bad that you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, can I ask, was there something, like one particular thing that made you feel that way
Oh,
when you
that's
were hanging out with him?
Overall, I can tell you this. The date itself was pretty good.
okay.
He was nice. He's cute. I liked him.
Oh.
We did have a nice time.
That is
And-
not the response I thought you were going to say. I thought you were
Yeah.
going to say like there was no sexual chemistry or
Brooke does have a lot of sexual chemistry
Yeah.
with all of her friends.
Number
So
one thing she
I
looks
can
for, clearly.
understand.
Yeah.
A lot of family members, too. So it kind of blurs the lines. But for
you know what I mean.
No, I know exactly what you mean. So for you, what was it exactly?
Okay, so the date was good. It's just when I got home, he let me borrow his jacket because it
Yeah.
got kind of chilly. And
Right.
when I hung up the jacket, this little this little piece of paper fell out,
Huh.
and I picked it up, and he had made a list titled "Things Not to Say on the Date with Marissa."
Oh, that
Oh,
is
wow.
so sweet.
Well,
I don't know, but sometimes I do better in my head if I write things down.
Yeah.
it depends
photographic
on what
memory.
things he was telling himself not to say to her.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Can we know what some of the things were?
there was one that said, "Don't talk about the ex like you did with the last girl."
Oh,
I mean,
well,
Okay.
that's an important reminder.
I'm glad you
that
learned.
which should be number one on
Yeah.
this list.
That's fair.
Right. It's just weird that it's been an issue. Like, it's something you have to remind yourself not to do. I mean, that's like a red flag for me.
Okay, what's another one?
There was something that said girls don't like crypto chat.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, they don't.
I mean, yeah.
fair.
Again, like, it's just another weird thing. Like, is he super into crypto then? Like, clearly.
Why is that a red flag? He could be into crypto.
Yeah, a
is
lot
that
of
bad?
this
for
could
you?
means he's
Make a lot of money.
potentially rich.
Yeah, he's a trader.
No.
Okay.
I mean, she is right. Every crypto bro will tell you they're rich, but
Yeah,
not
yeah.
all of them are.
Right,
So she
okay.
is right on that
I
sense.
mean, but you don't see these things as just, I don't know, thoughtful preparation before a date.
I just think it's better to plan nice things than to write out things you should not do that you usually do that turns people off.
Oh,
that's tough. That'd be like me
Yeah.
being like, don't
I
talk
don't
that
know.
much.
I know.
You know, it's like it's a good thing to say don't.
Did
exactly, because one
Yeah.
of the things that I wrote down was don't tell Marissa that Leo is on the other line listening and wants to talk to her.
Darn.
I forgot.
Oh, was I not supposed to? Oh,
No,
shoot.
tell her. Tell her now.
Oh, my God. Marissa.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Leo's
Yeah.
on the other line listening to this conversation.
Oh my God, no, you're kidding. You're kidding, right?
No, I told myself not to say that to you.
Yeah, you said that out
Oops.
loud.
I'm sorry. Leo, are you there?
Oh my
yeah,
God.
I'm here. This is pretty awkward. Okay.
Aw.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I know I wasn't supposed to say it, so the
Oh
awkwardness
my
is
God,
on
I can't
me.
believe you did that. I can't believe you didn't tell me that at first. Oh
I
my
know.
God.
My bad.
Wait,
Just
you're
leave-
mad at Jeffrey though, right? Not Leo.
I'm upset. I don't know.
It was my fault. It was my fault. I'll take the blame. Leo, talk to Marissa about what you just heard.
Well, I mean, the good thing now is that you know all my weaknesses. You know all the bad things that I try to not do on our date. That's a positive, right?
Okay, well, you also wrote on your little list, remember to tip this time.
Oh.
You don't usually tip.
Oh my gosh.
They're all red flags, things that you're saying that you usually do, and don't do this. Don't let her see who you are, is what this list feels like.
Marissa, I don't think you were reading the note right. The note actually said, don't forget to tip big.
Hey.
Oh.
So,
No.
Oh.
No, it didn't. And now you're just lying.
Okay.
I like the same.
Listen, Marissa, I mean, you've got a person here who really likes you, who's trying to be a better person. I mean, what more can you want from someone?
Ooh, a guy who can admit their flaws is nice.
Seriously, and actually take action to change them.
I get someone who doesn't have so many red flags and issues talking about his ex all the time and doesn't tip and is into crypto.
All right.
This is so messed up.
I think it's your perspective, though. I think if you looked at it the other way, they're all green flags.
And I haven't heard him mention his ex-girlfriend once during this entire phone call.
Good
And
job.
he doesn't have his little paper in front of him to remind him not to do that.
We didn't even know he had one.
Yeah.
No.
I actually wrote that on the paper before I called the radio station, actually. But I'm doing well. I'm not following that at all.
Oh, you do have a paper right now as well?
Okay, I feel like I'm being set up and I kind of want to go now.
Well, Marissa, don't you feel like maybe you're being a little bit harsh and judging him a lot for like a piece of paper that you found?
No, not really. This is not even someone I want to, I just don't even.
You don't care enough.
No, but you will hold on to his jacket for 2 weeks.
Oh, the jacket. What are we doing there?
She said that she'd leave it on her doorstep.
Oh, that's right.
I'll put it out today.
No, wait, don't put it outside. Someone's going to steal it. It's a really nice jacket.
No.
Yeah. And then they're going to have all the tips about what not to do on the first date.
Yeah.
So, Marissa, would you at least meet up with him to hand him his jacket in person?
I'll put your jacket out at 7. Come and get it at 7.
Okay, well, there's a deadline.
All right.
Wow.
Marissa, I'm just going to say that you're not as nice as you were on our first date, and it's not going to help you make more friends if you're not this nice. You know what I mean?
Oh,
That's
her,
that's
bro.
some friendly advice,
Yeah.
if anything.
Thanks for the tip. I think I'll be fine.
Oh, and he tips. See? Look what he does.
That was a big tip.
He really comes through.
those bullet points are working
It
well.
really is.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Man, I'm just reading the text board after
Yeah.
that second date, and someone actually scored each of our performances.
Oh,
No way.
They
Wow.
said Jeff, succinct, humorous, off the cuff, handsome. 9 out of
okay.
10.
No one texted
Yeah,
that
nobody
in.
used
Alexis,
What?
Jose, and Brooke combined,
Oh, a group one.
9 out of 10.
Oh,
Hey, combined though. We're all threes.
Yikes.
I like it. I'll take that.
I'm disappointed in all of you that you guys didn't try harder for that poor, poor man. Alexis, do you promise to do better next time that
I
we have
think
a
I was
listener
on his side the whole time.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Love
you're
that.
not even sure. Jose, you in on doing better?
I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
I'm just happy I'm a 3.
Brooke, please, will you actually try for our listeners?
Yes, always.
Okay. No wonder you guys were all rated 3s, but if you want to
And
find...
now email us.
Yeah.
Now that you've heard our enthusiasm.
Exactly. If you can email us if you want us to help you with your dating life. But go check out all of our second dates wherever you get your podcasts. They're up online at Brooke and Jeffrey.
Thanks for watching. If you want more contents like this, don't forget to like, share, comment, and follow the page. See you next time.